what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the episode of Dreadlocks. I'm Gunther the Great, and today we are on another episode of Beyond the Roots, and we have a really special guest that y'all requested. So I had to make my way all the way down to Hollywood to meet my boy, Poudii.
I feel like I'm blessed to not have to rely on looking for a job or something, because I could just have my hair how I want.
Yeah.
And if I didn't, then my hair, if I wasn't doing YouTube or doing anything in like the entertainment field, I probably most definitely not be having dreads right now.
Like, do you ever feel like that you have to keep your dreadlocks, or you feel like you overcommitted to your dreads? Or a certain hairstyle or a certain style or anything like that?
Well, I gotta be real myself. I know I'm really ugly if I didn't have hair. Like, I know this is saving me. Like, there's without a doubt, this is the only thing saving me by far. And I feel like it's part of my brand. And for sure. Like, I feel like if I was to cut my hair, I feel like I just cut off 80% of me. I feel like this is like, I don't know. I'm not as cool, not as interesting looking, not as like, oh yeah, my friend has, you know what I'm saying? So I can't see myself cutting it off by any chance. I feel like.
Do you think you'll ever just keep growing it, or you trim it or anything? Do you trim it?
No, scared to trim it. If it gets to the point that it's like touching my butt crack, I'll probably cut it back to like this length, maybe this length. Okay. But as far as completely cutting it, the last thing I want to be is like a Stevie Wonder or what's that dude? What's that? There's this old school rapper. I forgot his name, but he has two dreads. Not Busta Rhymes. He's older. He has literally has two braids right now.
Coolio?
Cool. Yeah, him. Last thing I want to be is that. So I never want to do that. But if my hairline's still looking decent, like 2 Chainz or something, I'll keep having it, and then eventually cut it. But right now, I have absolutely no plans on cutting it right now.
For sure. So I know for me, when I had my dreads, my first set of dreads.
You recently cut yours, right?
I combed them out. So
okay.
I went through the whole combing process. It took me 3 months.
Yeah.
It took forever. But I mean, I'm kind of glad that I did, but I have different plans moving forward with what's going on. But there was so much that compared, with dreadlocks to my actual life. As far as one thing that I always tell people is the number one thing that I got out of my dreads was patience and how to be patient with some things. So I would say, what's one thing you can either compare your life to dreads, and how can you compare those two, or can you compare them? Or has having dreads taught you some things? Or is it just simply just
okay,
style?
One thing it taught me is when my hair was looking really ugly in high school, I feel like my hair looks amazing right now, and I always get compliments, whether regardless the race of my hair, regardless the race of the other person complimenting me. I get compliments from all different races about my hair. I feel like that kind of taught me just because something isn't going good at first doesn't mean that it can't do really well in the future. For example, if let's say right now someone doesn't have no money and you're working on your craft, whether you're a painter, whether you're a rapper, whether you're, anything talent-wise that's in an art field, just because people might laugh at it now, or people might think it's trash, or you might even feel that it's not good right now, doesn't mean that, the longer or the more time you put into it, that it won't be really good in the future. You ask anybody in high school, my dreads are looking like this right now in 2019, they'll tell you no. When I tell you it was the worst dreads you've ever seen, I probably got a picture of it, but I probably don't even want to show you. Imagine a full afro right here. Imagine a 3-4 inch afro right here on top of my head. It was pretty bad, but I feel like by me pushing through that, by me knowing that I stuck that out, that kind of shows me just if you keep putting in work on something, or you're having patience or something, eventually better things will come out of the situation. Stuff's not always as trash as it might seem at first. So
for sure, yeah. I mean, you could see that in anything, not just hairstyle or styles. You see it with rap music. It's all these people hated mumble rap or hated all this new what we hear today, and you see how it's literally everything right now.
Making all the money, top of the charts on iTunes for all genres. You know what I'm saying? It's selling the most, records and everything. So
I think it just takes persistency from the people who are creating, and so the people can kind of get a different perspective on it, kind of thing. So you're really creating how people see yourself, really.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Let me ask you something. When you combed out your dreads and you lost a lot of hair, how did you feel like that?
I kind of took it 2 different ways, because first off, there's so much shed hair in dreads.
Yeah,
so
that's all it is.
Yeah, it's like, so a lot of it was shed hair, but a lot of it was breakage at the tip. So I felt like at the same time I was, excited and happy to be almost done, like combing them out and everything. But at the same time, it's like, man, I'm losing a lot of hair.
Right.
So it took some time, and I had to trim my hair like twice already to get it back to where it is. But it was like mixed feelings for sure, and it was kind of hard to take at first, but kind of just went with it.
I can't do it, man. I can't even imagine.
I'll never do it again for sure. Like if I get, because I plan on getting dreads again. I plan on doing freeforms though. I would never comb it out again though. Like if I'm getting rid of them, I'm just gonna shave it because
shave it off.
That's too much work.
Word. I don't know. I just thought that was in my head. I had to ask you.
Yeah, it was a big thing for sure. But you got a lot going on. Like I said, you just hit 1 million subs. So like, what's the next thing for you as far as, it can be tied into hair too, but what's the next thing for life?
For life, my goal is I just want to be the biggest entertainer there is. So whether like for YouTube example, I want to be the biggest black creator on the website. And I just want to expand also from YouTube to different art forms, whether it's music, whether it's acting, whether it's being a like CEO of a company. I really want to expand the Poudii brand into a higher boss status than what it is now, and just really make it like an all-around household name. So that's something I want to do with like in the next, like 5 years or so. So
for sure, that sounds good, man.
How about you? What is something you plan on doing?
Man, just keep growing. So right now I have 5 channels that I'm just trying to like, feed into. So
that's
and
work
they all
right there.
Yeah, it's definitely work. And then, I mean, we were talking off camera a little bit, and some things that you said were just like gems to me.
Yeah.
I'm just like, man, this is gonna work. So like, it's inspiring to have people like you, because like coming into this, like I hit you up and then it's like, yeah, you're down to do this interview. But it's like I came down here and I'm like, I don't know how he's gonna be or who he is and stuff like this. And to hear that you like watched my videos before and everything like that. So it's really cool to see like the humble side of people and see like who they truly are offside of, a screen or behind YouTube and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a big thing. Just, I think for me, just growing and keep on growing and, growing my family. I got a family and doing all that.
That's lit. I'm trying to get me a family settled down, man. Something you had mentioned was like, you said how I saw your channel for a while now, right? It's weird because like, I'm sure there's like people who watch my channel who I would have no idea watch my channel. Like somebody like KSI, I'm just using him as an example. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how much subs he got, probably close to 20 M's. He might watch my channel and might never like, you know what I'm saying? And I would never know unless, you know what I'm saying, I meet him one day, yo, Poudii, I watch your channel. So like, it's so crazy. Like someone else might watch your channel who has, like PewDiePie might be a big fan of your channel, even though he has probably no interest of dreads in his life. He might just like your chill vibe, might think you a cool dude, and might be interested in watching your channel and learn about hair. I feel like people should start doing that more. And even by you telling me that, like, I feel like I need to like, I feel like if I also talk to other people who might not even know I watch them, that good energy might come to me, and I might get a DM from like, oh, like this big old YouTuber, or even rapper or actor, don't have to be in my field, and be like, yo, I watch your videos, you know what I'm saying? And it, like that kind of stuff makes you feel good. It's like, dang, I didn't know this person was watching. So I feel like people should start doing that more often.
Yeah, it's definitely inspiring for sure.
I think we covered a lot of stuff. We talked about hair, talked about YouTube, and everybody watching could like relate in a way. Sure. Whether they have dreads, whether they have a channel, or whether they just interested in both of us, I feel like they at least walked away with something they find interesting.
For sure. That's the whole point of this, is just like to tie in something that doesn't seem like much. Because to me, it's like so many people come to my channel for dreadlocks or hair and everything like that. It's like I do these things for them, and give it so that they have entertainment and kind of like a lesson or some sort of teaching with it. And but at the same time, I say hair is literally nothing, or like anything materialistic is literally nothing. But as long as you can get something that is really, I would call it good content with, is like learning something from someone is a huge thing. And that's what I really want to accomplish with this whole, it's called Beyond the Roots, because it's beyond what is like, taking it back from not just the external, what do you call like who you are as far as what the world sees you, but the real you, like showing people who you really are, kind of thing. So that's what we're trying to accomplish, and I think we did that.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, thank you, man. This means a lot, man. And yeah, man, make sure to go check out Poudii if you're not already. I'm sure you guys have. He's super dope. Go check him out. Links to everything of his is down below. than that. See you guys next time. Peace.